Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shraydee, and today we're going to be taking a look at my cat. Enjoy the next 27 minutes of this close-up shot of my cat's face. Pretty good, right? He's not liking my light. It's too bright for him. Okay, you know what? We can't do this. I don't want to torture the poor cat. So, instead of that, maybe we'll take a look at some Pokemon Go PvP battles. Yeah. That's, you know what? We'll do that. Let's just cut into the Pokemon Go stuff, okay? Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shraydee and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Pokemon called Haunter. So last season I used to run a team that was very similar to this one, but I replaced Registeel with Galarian Stunfisk. So, I kind of look at Galarian Stunfisk as the new Registeel, so let's take a look at the team here. So we're going to lead with Azumarill. Now most of the time when people lead Azumarill, they put Play Rough on it, but I am actually opting to run the Hydro Pump and Ice Beam moveset. So I've got Azumarill with Bubble, Hydro Pump, and Ice Beam, and then I've got Haunter with Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Sludge Bomb, so double nukes. And then I have Galarian Stunfisk in the back with Mud Shot, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. So I prefer to run Haunter with these two moves, and basically, if someone thinks it's a bait, it's not. So it's always good when someone tries to call you bait. Okay, so we get a really good lead here. Let's see what they switch into. They're going into Tropius. Now I'm actually going to stay in to go for an Ice Beam because Tropius is doubly weak to Ice type moves. So we're going to throw an Ice Beam to threaten the shield, and they actually don't shield. So now I'm going to go into Stunfisk, and now I expected them to shield, but if I would have had thought clearer in the moment, I would have gone into Haunter to farm down with Shadow Claw. Because Haunter does resist grass type moves, and this is a Razor Leaf Tropius. So, but this is okay too, because Galarian Stunfisk can do super effective damage with the Rock Slides. I'm over farming way too much. So Tropius, being a flying type, is weak to rock type moves. So we're going to take the lead and we get a shield, so that's great. And they come in with a Lowland Marowak, and now this Rock Slide is going to do a pretty good chunk of damage, about 50% if they don't shield it. So now we got both shields. This is looking really good for us. Now we can come in with a Azumarill and safely tank whatever charge move he's going to throw at us. It's probably a Shadow Ball. And we're going to save both of our shields for Haunter. So we're kind of banking that Haunter can do well in the back. Now we're going to switch in immediately, and it's a Registeel in the back, but they are shieldless, and these Shadow Balls are going to hurt quite a bit. So let's see how much damage a Shadow Ball does. Oh, it's a pretty good chunk of damage though. So we have two shields, so there's no problem with this move or this matchup here. Now we can farm down and have a Sludge Bomb ready, almost ready, or a Shadow Ball. Sorry. So yeah, that's going to be first game. We got pretty lucky there with the opponent's team composition. So let's see if there are any battles in this set where I lose the lead, or just have they have a better team comp than I do. I'm pretty sure I get to rank 8 at the end of this set. Now, like I said, I'm at about 2295, something like that at current time. Okay, so here's a bad lead. Now we're gonna go into Stunfisk. Stunfisk is gonna resist everything except for the Grass Knot. They do a very nice switch into their Azumarill to catch the Rock Slide here. And we're just gonna go for Earthquakes here. If they shield it, that's fine with us, but we are not gonna shield anything. So let's hope they go for an Ice Beam. That's the problem with running Haunter, is that you need shields for him. He does not operate basically at all without shields. So we're going to let this go through, and it is a Hydro Pump, so it's going to take us out. Now we can come in with our Haunter and start gathering some energy. And we're going to have to shield an Ice Beam, because they did farm up a little bit of extra. And they're going to switch into their Stunfisk, and so I'm pretty slow on the response here, but I do end up catching a Rock Slide, so that's pretty nice. I meant to do that. Yep, meant to catch that Rock Slide. That was totally intentional. So now we're gonna sit here and watch this play out. We can tank an Earthquake, but we cannot take two. And I'm pretty sure they know that I need shields for that Haunter, so they're not gonna bother baiting. they're just going to go for the heavy hitting move here. I'm going to go for an Ice Beam because they know that Stunfisk is going to do super effective damage to Haunter with the Mud Shots. And even though Mud Shot does very little damage, Haunter is very, very squishy. And we're actually able to bubble down before they get to a Rock Slide. Alolan Raichu comes in and dumps its energy, so that's really good. Alolan Raichu is a part Psychic type. It's Psychic and Electric, so it's going to be taking super effective damage here. But Volt Switch, oh my god, Volt Switch does a lot of damage to a Haunter. It is not resisted, it is not super effective, but yeah, they're out of shields here. So, and I actually was going for the Shadow Ball, but then I was like, wait a minute, it's an Azumarill. So we throw the Sludge Bomb, which would be super effective. So we pulled that one out. That was a little too close for comfort, though. A lot of these matches, when you play with Haunter, it's just very down to the wire. It's a very fun team to play with, but it definitely has a pretty high skill cap just because you have to save shields. So you have to align Pokemon correctly, and if someone, like you saw my Galarian Stunfisk, if they're going for the Hydro Pump, then you kind of just have to take it. Alright, so let's see. We're going into a Machamp here. Now this is a lot more neutral than I thought it would be. Now I thought, okay, I'm resisting the counters, so, you know, this is a pretty good matchup, but 2 Rock Slides is going to take us out. So we're going to let the first one come through. They actually switch out into Dugong, and I switch out into my Stunfisk. Now, we're both going to be able to do super effective damage to each other. The Icy Winds are going to be neutral because of the Ground and Steel typing, but Water Pulse does super effective damage, and they were very smart to go for Water Pulse because most people go for Icy Wind first. But the problem with not going for Icy Wind first is these Rock Slides are going to hurt quite a bit now. Or at least they're going to hurt more than they would if they had Icy Winded me. So we're actually going to be able to take out the Dugong there, but Machamp is going to come in and farm down, and that is not great. Now, Haunter is going to be able to resist fighting type moves, but this Machamp has energy. It will not resist the Rock Slides, so we're actually going to go in with our Azumarill and throw an Ice Beam right away to get a shield, and then we're just going to tank the Rock Slide here. We're just going to let it go. And then we can come in with our Haunter, and they actually go for Cross Chop, so that's even better for us, because now we can, okay, oh, big mistake, past shraydee, what are you doing? Oh my god, okay, so, common mistake among new players to Haunter, including myself. So, Haunter is actually weak to Psychic type damage, so Confusion users are going to do some heavy damage. And we're actually going to lose this with 2 shields because we made a huge mistake. We saved our shields for our Haunter, and our Haunter got absolutely erased by a Hypno. So, could have won that if we had just stayed in that matchup. But that's okay. Learned from that mistake. Do not switch Haunter into a Confusion user. So, but like I said, Haunter is a Poison type, so it will be taking super effective damage from Psychic type moves, which means that if it's a Confusion user, you need to stay away from it. But like a Defense Deoxys, it's a very good move, or a very good matchup. So we're going up against Defense Deoxys here, and we're just going to go straight for the Hydro Pump. We want to get shield, or we want to do massive damage. Let's see what happens. They decide to let it go, maybe thinking it was a bait. And then at this point, they may try to bait us here, but we're not going to shield it. We really hope that it is a bait. And it's a Thunderbolt, so it's going to take us out, but that's okay, because now Haunter can come in and get ahead on energy. And they're not able to get a Rock Slide off, so now we have some energy started to be stored up here, and they come out with Drifblim, which, it's not really good for either of us. We're both doing super effective damage to each other. So we're actually going to, okay, we're going to try to catch, okay, we're going to try to catch a, whatever this is. It is an Icy Wind, which is, you know, pretty smart because Haunter is not really the tankiest Pokemon, so an Icy Wind is going to do a good amount of damage. This is just a Power-Up Punch. We don't need to shield this. But we do want to go for the Earthquake here because we're either going to get their last shield or we're going to KO this Lucario. Lucario is a Steel and Fighting type, so it will be taking super effective damage from Ground type moves. Now, like I said, we're going to be resisting the Fighting type moves here. This is probably a Power-Up Punch, but it's too risky not to shield. We weren't counting. Lucario does have access to Shadow Ball. We're actually going to be able to farm all the way down, and that's perfect. Now we can throw a Shadow Ball at the Drifblim that's about to come in, and this will 100% KO. Again, a little too close for comfort there, but that's how these Haunter matches tend to go. And if you're not good with energy management, like, you know, past shraydee back there, then it's probably not the team for you. Because you need to keep a very close watch on how much energy you have on all of your Pokemon, especially the Haunter. Alright, so obviously this is a really bad lead, and we're taking our sweet time here. Oh, we're trying to catch a Power Whip, that's what we're going to do. So we should have tried to catch the Power Whip on a Haunter if that's what we were going to do, but that's okay. Pelipper comes in. Now, I haven't actually gone up against a Pelipper before until this match, but we're going to do super effective damage with the Rock Slides. They might be able to hit us with super effective with the Weather Ball, but Weather Ball doesn't do that much damage. So we're going to stare at Stunfisk's Bear Trap looking ass for a bit. Okay. Okay, so our Rock Slide didn't do damage. Not great. So let's see how much a Weather Ball does. This is really bad. So now we could have got off a huge amount of damage there, but because of lag, now we are behind on energy. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Okay, Pelipper is a lot squishier than you would expect. So at this point, I don't even know. I guess let it go. Yeah. Come in with Haunter, get ahead on energy. So Haunter's going to have to do some heavy lifting now. Drifblim comes in once again, so we're going to go for the Shadow Ball. Maybe they think it's a bait, they probably won't, but now we're going to have to switch out into our Azumarill because those hexes are going to like just erase us. And we're actually able to get off this Ice Beam before they switch out, which is really good. And we get both shields. Awesome. So Ferrothorn's going to come in, we're just going to let this go. And hope that they don't farm up too much energy. This is looking like a loss though, if I'm being honest here. And we get to an Ice Beam, which is really going to help us out now because they're actually out of Power Whip, so they're probably trying to farm us down here. Yeah, this is not good. We're definitely not going to win this. That Ferrothorn's got like 2.5 Power Whips. So obviously going to have to shield here. It's going to be resisted. Thunder would be neutral, but there's no reason to go for Thunder because Power Whip is... I don't think it would KO. It may even KO. I don't know. It would come close. So at this point, yeah. GG. Well, very well played on their side. Very well played. We were very close to a Shadow Ball as well, so that, yeah, that's rough. Just getting farmed with the Azumarill. Switching into the Azumarill there was probably not the right play, but we did our best and we got our Galarian Farfetch. Let's see. We do get to rank 8, and we are sitting at 2271 at the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope to see you in the next one as well. And I hope you enjoyed my dumb cat in the beginning of this video. So, yeah. If you all want to join my Discord, there's a link down in the description below. And if you want to have your battles featured in a video just like this one, go down to the description and click on Battle Submission Form and fill that out for me. Upload your videos to Google Drive and then share the link with me through that form. And you can have your battles featured in a video just like this one. Alright guys, take it easy.